Hello there, and welcome to iZine's Let's Play Ascendant. Today we're going to be trying a new game that I just picked up off GOG because it turned out to be ridiculously cheap, but it does look fairly interesting. Right, let's get started, shall we? I don't know enough about this game. I've just done the tutorial, which is interesting. Right, we got Memnon or Theseus. Healthy but possesses no disadvantage, heals after slaying bosses, knocked back further. Well, let's average and normal difficulty, that sounds fair. There are a lot of controls to this, a lot of practice with parrying, very reminiscent of sort of Dark Souls, but we'll see how this goes in the long run, shall we? Early spring. As you can see, we have health, mana, goddess or god power jar, storage, keys, and I can't remember what the other thing is because I did the tutorial yesterday, and that's a long time. Oh no, day before yesterday. So we have an attack which is based on your direction. We also have a sort of second attack. We have a blocking parry. Was that a key? Key? No, maybe not. I'm pretty sure you're able to walk over things when you... We also have dodging moves, which is going to come in very handy. So let's get started. Secondary move is very useful for knocking enemies flying. I do like the ability to launch things. Oh, is this a chest? Yep, that's a key. I wonder what the other thing was. It must have just been scenery. Either that or I haven't got the ability to pick it up or use it yet. I do love the music of this game. Right, let's see if I can't parry one of these. Gonna have to be much more careful than that, yep. I've got the feeling it's one of those games where you've got to be very careful in your parrying skills, but when you get better at it, I mean, like Dark Souls, when you get good at parrying, well, I don't know about Dark Souls 2 because they seem to have just randomly assigned the new parry system, but Dark Souls 1, the parry system is very tightly scripted. Excuse me. Oh, I wonder if I can parry that back in. Nope. Well, I missed it if I did. If I could have done. And a chest. Plus 5% to melee damage. Well, that sounds good to me. The ability to launch enemies is probably going to be quite useful as well. This might actually be more controllable using a pad. When the enemies go yellow, if you then use the right mouse button to launch, you can get a much stronger attack on them. Apparently you can't parry a direct physical attack. That's interesting. Plus 5% to melee damage. Well, same as last time. Sounds good to me. Grunty. Is this a boss already? Ah. Yep. Having to launch his own minions into him. Tell me that wasn't the entire difficulty of a boss, just working out how to juggle combo his minions. That's got to be like a mini boss or something, I guess. That was entertaining though, however short it was. Both parry and dash can be used while attacking to get you out of trouble. Well, I gathered that. I would hope so. Because if I can't dash, I'd be a bit stuck. Is there anywhere to go from here? Have we just found a dead end? I believe we may have done, unless we can find a... Yeah, unless we can find a way to double jump, which in a Metroidvania-ish type game like this, one would expect to be able to find. Oh, well, they're all dead. Ah, the thing I couldn't get earlier was health, because I didn't need it. Come on then. Oh, no, missed. That's the trick. Just need lots more practice at parrying like that. You're able to teleport. I can't remember how you do the quick dash teleport. I should really go back and do the tutorial, to be honest, but I don't feel like doing it. It was rather long, and that probably says something about the tutorial, that it was so long I didn't want to have to do it again. Oh, hello, worm creature. Really? No, I thought he was done already. I was thinking that's rather overly easy. Is it just the right mouse button? It appears to be. Just to teleport to them. Oh well, he's dead. Our melee speed seems to be strong enough. 10 influence. It's not going to do us a lot of good if we're dead. Well, you know. Ooh, and we're dead. Well, that's good. I mean, literally, because now we get to find out what happens when you die. Aha. So it is a single life running like roguelike, not quite. Right, let's go. Unlock, weapon unlock the twig, yeah! Right, now let's go back through the tutorial. Because I believe that I am missing some of the key offensive abilities. I really didn't want to have to put the tutorial on in a video because it is so long and boring. Well, I found it long and boring last time I did it. However, sometimes that's necessary. You don't remember anything, do you? Jump. Jump higher, hold it. Yep, got that. Dashing is Q and E. Useful for getting over gaps. Also, I think it gives you some invincibility frames. Right, now this is the first problem. If you're going to use keyboard, you need to have very dexterous fingers, because trying to press space, A or D and E and Q is very tricky. I mean, if you don't know if you can do it, try pressing space and hold D, press space and then tap E and see if you can do that. But then alternate between holding A, pressing space and Q, and holding D, pressing space and E. It isn't easy. Oop, no, launch deported him. So we aim at him and right click the mouse. Yeah, not difficult. Attack. Yes, basically they just want you to hit him, and then when they're staggered, yep, see, now you can't skip this text. Launch him with the right mouse button. Useful. I mean, you saw me doing that anyway. You can't skip any of this. Staggered, can't skip the text. Launch. Goodbye. Stagger, aim and launch. Well, not tricky. This isn't actually what I wanted to remember. But never mind. Yeah, that was my own fault, because apparently I right-clicked on the title bar. Right, now blink, attack. Move the mouse and right-click. Yep, so it's not actually just move the mouse and left click, as you would think. You actually have to push the direction at the same time, which is probably why I was finding it so confusing, because even the tutorial doesn't tutorialize the correct controls. Dash through projectiles. Well, yeah, that's helpful. Try again. Dash through. I mean, it works, but I'd rather reflect them. I mean, those are the iframes, invincibility frames, that you get, but they're very sort of small window. Can you see how it's making me do the exact same things in both directions repeatedly? Teach me to do it once, give me an opportunity to try it again, and then let me stop when I'm done. I mean, a lot of games have had that formula in them for a long time. Hold shift for spell stance, and then cast spells with zippity zap. Now that is something I should have used last time. Spell stance, hold shift. Yeah, well, I'm doing it. That'd be very useful for taking out these flies, because then I don't have to... Can you actually... Oh, you must be able to parry these, or else it wouldn't be telling me to. Now, do I have to be facing the same direction? No, you don't. That's interesting. Now, parrying a melee attack, something you'll probably never bother with, except if it's in a boss sequence. Well, not that I've ever bothered with. Come on, matey. Give it another good old try. Nope, done. Can you see why it's taking so long? Spirit of haggling. What does it do? I don't know. Shop discount. Damage for these bosses. You feel lucky. The Breath of Gods is perfect when all seems lost. If you can find them before it all seems lost. So R, Breath of God, Zap Zappity Zip Zap, dead. Blessings from the gods, use them wisely, or don't, because you're in a bad mood. Choose your blessing. Causes explosions when hit. And we don't know these other ones, so I'm guessing we'll just have to pick one of those two. Right, whatever. Fight or die, kill all foes to leave. So the blink attack is really just about getting two foes. Okay, I'm done now. Yep, introducing health. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to go back to playing the main game because this is already taking too much time. I mean, it's trying to teach me about mana and special attacks, but you know what? Yeah, I don't need to fight enemies to see that my mana and health goes down. I know, I'm a grumpy boots. Let's go. Right now we're actually starting the game! You can launch a staggered enemy into other enemies for big damage. Yes, that will be probably my only real strategy. Early spring. Pot launching! It's pot golf. Which gets me nothing, but never mind. Off you go, mate. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Ooh. Right, now we can practice parrying that really, but never mind. It doesn't seem to be all that accurate anyway. Good chest. What are we getting? 5 spell damage. Well, yeah, that's probably a good thing. Just have to remember to use spells from now on. Come back when you have some influence. Right, well, we found somewhere to sell or utilise, I guess, influence. Just need to find some more health. Gain practice. Ah. So there's something, well, it's probably what we need the keys for, isn't it? Okay, so I guess we're going up from the main screen. Music's beautiful. If only the controls were useful. Come on, mate. That saves some trouble. I just had the feeling if I tried to close him down, I might be in a sticky situation. Because while I was running with the directional buttons, I would probably get my arse handed to me. Let's go. Can we go this way? What is even this way? Nope, that's down again. Oh, and there comes OBS interview. I'd really wish this would capture our mouse cursor. That would save a heck of a lot of trouble. Ah, we have a key, and we also know a place to use a key, so now we actually have something we can do entertainingly. Ah, Grunty. Well, we gave you a fair run for your money before. Let's just spam magic. Yep, that worked, that was easy. Blessing of Idzuli. Which does what exactly? We don't know in any place. Oh, let's just stick it. Okay. Bestows invulnerability to spikes. Well, let's hope we don't find... Well, we find some spikes to be invulnerable to. Elliot. I would like to find that golden chest that we found before. Each weapon type has a unique proficiency bonus. These bonuses are more powerful in the right hands. I wonder if we can actually get things out of these by... No, doesn't matter where we smash them. I've got to admit, the combat has some complexity to it, but it is made much more difficult by the whole dancing around the keys sort of thing. A chest with a heart in it. Let's go right. Let's just wait for him to... That was easy. Oh, took damage there. Gonna have to be much more careful. Apparently, you can't use an attack as a block. You really do just have to use parry. Oh well, and another key. Oh, we're rich in keys and poor in chests, it would seem. Come on then. No, not quite. All in one! Ooh, we got some influence. We have 164 of the stuff. I have no idea how to spend it, because I wasn't paying attention to the tutorial, as you saw. Ooh, can we open this? Apparently so. Aha. Anything catch your eye? Right, so Breath of Zephyrus. Whole Heart, that sounds good. Spirit of the Cartographer. And Lesser Astral Mind. Well, I'll have a spirit of the cartographer because it'd be nice to know where we're going. And I'll take a whole heart because we kind of need it at this point. Can we still afford less astral? Yeah, we can. Right, currently we're using Soul Shard, 8 cost, 50 damage. Literally, it's just a bonus, 65 damage, so yep. Sounds good to me. That's the old spell. I'm not going to go to the Spirit of Zephyrus. And let's see whether our new spell actually does us proud. Let's hope it does. I'm surprised I had to pay a key to get to the shop. It seems a bit harsh even. Ooh, the Burrower. Oh, come on. Capture my cursor. Why don't you? Taken down. Let's give this another decent go. Let's try the other character. At least we met the second boss. I can't imagine this game's going to be terribly long if we can get between the bosses that quickly. Start game. How do we unlock these, I wonder? Never mind. Knock back further, but heals after slaying a boss. Well, that would actually be quite helpful. Also, he looks like he's got a kick-ass sword, so let's give that a go. Alrighty then. Early spring. Less health, but the dude's purple. I can't complain. I loves me some purple. 6 influence, free from a jar. Well, I can't complain about that one, can I? Right. Anything from him? Nope. Dashy dashy, smashy smashy. And it's a hole-in-one. It does feel like I'm playing golf of some kind. You could probably put a golf minigame in this and people would be happy. 30 to max mana. What is my spell? Yeah, it's just the same as the spell the other guy had. No, there's no door over here, so up we go. If I can get the jumping correct. There we go. Oh, come on. At least warn me when the cursor's going out of the screen. Oh, dead. Ah, spikes. Well, our last guy would have been fine with that. This guy not so much. Oh, we can use environmental weaponry against them. Yeah, I'm not going to play this guy again. 3 health is not enough for me to learn how to proficiently combat. Sigh. Sorry, I'm just going to see if I can't get rid of the preview window that's quite distracting. There we go. Oh no, I've given away the secret. I use OBS. Suicide grunts can be just as big of a menace to the allies as they are to you. I'm as big of a menace as I am to anyone else. I'm my biggest menace. If I just stood at the beginning of the game, I would not die. Whereas if I actually played the thing, I'd die repeatedly. That says a lot. Ooh. Don't even have to really attack them. Just launch them. Come on, off you go. Right, is there, oh, there's a chest. Let's get that. 5 to melee damage. Good, good. It does seem better to stagger them. We have some influence. A whole 1 influence. Let's go right before we go any other direction. No keys. Fine. We do have a bounce pad. I don't want to have to play this on full screen just to get the window to capture properly. That is so annoying. Aha! Chest. More damage. Not going to be helpful if I die. The more. Wow, we found a new boss already. Oh, right, fine. Seriously. So his first shot is Ultra Poison Death. Interesting. Right, let's restart. This game does seem a lot like most roguelikes. It's all about learning the terrain before you get very far. However, the lack of locking anything to the screen is perturbing me somewhat. Locking the cursor. He doesn't seem to be launched very far. Even when he's supposed to have been staggered. Also, it's pretty much impossible in the basic WASD stance to actually ever reach. I'm pretty sure I was parrying there, and the tutorial definitely showed us those were parryable. Maybe this game is just harder than I'm giving it credit. I definitely think my character should always face the direction of my cursor though, because it makes it much harder. If I run that way, then I want to attack to the right. Or, okay, at least if I attack, it should attack the direction my cursor is in. It makes it significantly harder to have to remember to turn around just to get an attack to work. Well, we could go in there, but it's probably a shop again. We might as well find out why it is. We have a key, don't we? Wasn't that how that worked? Nope. Okay, fine, whatever. Maybe it wasn't a key, maybe something else was a key. Ooh, maximum health up. Well, that will be quite useful. And a big old chest. With a breath of Lycia. Well, I'll use beast mode. Well, I'll probably have to use that against the next boss. Might as well. It's probably one of those too good to use things because they're so rare. Ah, the more. Hello, mate. Ah, yes, because... Oh, I see, you can just dodge out of that. Fairly sure I used parry there, but, you know, never mind. Tightly scripted as this game is, that wasn't quite what I had in mind. I am also surprised we've seen them all twice in a row, rather than... I mean, we saw Grunt first, and then... Is it because we just hit restart, rather than literally starting over? I don't know. This doesn't seem like it's exactly a clone of what we just did. There we go, hit him into the spikes, that did the trick. We can't use that healing just yet. We can use the pots on enemies, but... Mage focus. Oh, right, I see. It does more damage. It has stagger damage, swing time, reduction of spell cost and increased mana and regen. Well, there's no reason not to take it, really. Also, it seems to probably make our magic more useful overall. Going left. I wonder if it is possible to parry their nosedive attack. It should be. +1 permanent health. I'll take that. And then I'll fall straight into the spikes. Yeah, right on plan there. Gotta make sure we do that. I was just holding place in the air. Okay, I'm getting pretty hacked off with this game not capturing my mouse cursor now. I suppose I could play it on full screen. But usually shouldn't have to. We have a key! It seems every time that I lose focus of the window... It's the more, again, seriously. I'm going to have to click stop and restart next time. Just because I want to see if there are any other bosses we can try. No, I didn't throw that deliberately. I was trying to use iframes to dodge past it because it was coming towards me. But no matter, obviously that's not something... This game seems to be made of frustration, but not in a way where it is also entertaining. It's not so tightly scripted like Dark Souls, where you'll put up with the death because you know it's your own fault. This time it's just like, well, okay, the controls are clunky. Should I be using a pad? Well, does that mean I have to have a pad in order to play this game? Because I shouldn't do. There don't appear to be specific pad controls in the menu that I've seen, although admittedly that's without my pad plugged in. So I guess we'll see. The music's beautiful, the graphics are beautiful, the game is not tightly scripted enough for my tastes, I should say. It's not exactly something that... Well, it's not objective, it's subjective. It's, my opinion, is not something that is ineffably true about the game. Ooh, there's a... Oh, that worked. And across. Ah, I see. Yeah, better not actually launch bots next time, just in case they give me something. Gets rid of him. Wow, head straight into death. Oh, he's dead. Right, fair enough. Can't kill him again. Breath of Itzy. Can't go in there. Can we go left, possibly? Is it the grey ones we've been in? No, it's the black ones we've been in. Who wants to bet that the next boss we find is going to be the Moor again? I don't appear to be able to cancel out of attack animations. Maybe you need to dodge out to cancel out of them. Yep, probably. However, like I said, dodge is horrible to use. At least in the default keyboard bindings. Wow, I'm a curmudgeon today. Pot smashing curmudgeon. Oh, is he dead? Right, fair enough. Yep, you go for it, mate. Did you hurt him? No. And we get armoured health. Well, fancy. At least there's some interesting things to find. I did pay for this game, but I don't feel like I'm getting my money worth of it. Ah, here we go, Grunty. Same dude as we had last time. Which is odd because, I mean, the way those enemies behaved was odd. Well, at least that boss is easy. For a change. Blessing of Skadi. Well, we don't know what any of these do, so let's... Greatly slows air descent while casting spells. So if I... Yeah, that's brilliant. So you can basically float, even if you can't control it terribly. Does mean you're less likely to fall onto spikes and die, I suppose. If you can see that they're there beforehand. Late spring. Yes, well, having done this a few times now, I'm fairly aware of it being late spring. Yeah, I really need the characters to face in the direction that they are attacking. So let's go to the controls. There's no options in there. Settings, possibly? No. There's keyboard aiming and mouse aiming, but no specific setting to allow your character to face the cursor, which is what I'm in desperate need of. Up it you go. And he's gone, finally. There we go. Ooh. Heart piece. We can't jump through platforms, can we? No. That'd be too helpful. Turns out I didn't actually need that jar of magic. Okay, as I get better, hopefully this will be more entertaining. Yeah, I think taking those spitting things out at long range is probably the ideal. Nothing down here? Nope. Okay. First impressions of this game, not terribly great. Ooh, the burrow again. I'm trying to keep these guys around so I can use them. Take out the burrows sections. Well, that worked. Blessing of Agni. Do we know what causes explosions when hit? Let's attach it to our sword and see what it does. Attacks may set foes ablaze. Brilliant. So, a weapon may set foes ablaze, causes explosions when hit. We don't know anywhere else. Itzy bestows invulnerability to spikes. Yeah, so we're just going to have to start equipping things. It's interesting that we've got things to learn. I do like that in a roguelike, although this is very unlike Rogue, I must say. It's not turn-based for a start. Not that that's become the test for roguelikes. Early summer. Wow, that must mean because we've defeated 2 bosses, we get to move through time. Fair enough. Nope, bad timing. That does seem like the way to get past those though. 10 influence, okay. Possible care with my health is necessary. I need to remember I've got Blink more commonly than I am. does seem to help maneuver. The only problem with Blink is you've got to be careful not to fall onto the spikes. Up you go. Oh, did you die? What a shame. There's another enemy down here. Thanks, mate. That doing me a solid there. Ooh, a chest. Does that take a key? We're about to find out, I guess. Nope. 15 to stagger damage. Fair enough. Right, now there does appear to be somewhere we haven't been down here. It does annoy me that the game doesn't turn my character to face my mouse cursor when I attack. I mean, it seems like such a basic change. I mean, perhaps I could write an auto-hotkey script to change that. I detect which half of the mouse window the cursor is in, because the main character is generally in the centre, and then turn the character to face it. But that would be such a hack. And what I really want is something that fundamentally works. Armoured health, whole heart, spirit of the hair, or probably speed. I don't have enough for it, never mind. Genesis. Well, I don't use my current spell, I might as well find out what oh, we can't. Right, slightly short. Oh, come back with more influence. Influence seems like an odd name for a currency, considering it's treated exactly like a currency. I mean, I could understand if you could earn influence just straight up. Actually, no, maybe you can earn influence by defeating the bosses. I mean, that would make more sense. You have defeated these bosses, therefore you have done... I mean, if you could do it by challenges, say, or puzzles, showing that you're more intelligent than everyone else, and therefore gain influence, that would make sense. Quick turning is not my forte, it would seem. Why is she still outlined in yellow if she's dead? That is worrying. Right, there is a downwards... Oh, hello, Moore. Right, let's see if we can't reflect your attack. Oh, I did actually hit the button, but let's see what the R button does. Taking some damage here. That seems to be chipping at him. I do need to hit the F key a bit faster in that situation. So parry needs to be a little bit faster for its purpose. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, magic next time, I think. I'm not sure what that jar of magical energy is supposed to have done, because it didn't seem to do anything from my perspective. Right, let's go again. You unlocked total of 3 blessing definitions. So we've unlocked a new blessing. Cool. And a new weapon. Fair enough, that's nice. I'm not so sure we'll get a chance to use it, but whatever. Hopefully you're getting somewhat of a feel for this game as I am. So whether you would enjoy it, whether you would like it. Not quite sure why there's such precise directional mouse control on the attacks rather than just auto-homing on the closest enemy or the enemy that's most in the direction when you launch someone, yet you don't turn around to the direction you're facing. I mean, I know I'm going on about that, but that's so silly. It's sort of really helping you, or giving you complete control in one aspect and then taking it away in another. That took a heck of a lot of a whack. Ah, a little bit of health. Health seems to be fairly rare in this. Did actually hit the... Can we not dodge through enemies? Because that would suck. Just because they're on a 2D plane doesn't mean you ought them to be able to dodge through them. Are you about anywhere? Oh. There you are. Yeah, you can walk through them, so you bloody well better be able to dodge through them. Here we go, Grunty. Let's kick his butt. That guy's not even a challenge. Blessing of Camino. Let's put it on the sword, find out what it does. Attacks can instantly slay weakened foes. Oh, okay, fair enough. That's a bit of a help. Not all breaths are combat related. Find out what they do from the character sheet. Yes, I wish I'd known that before we tried using one on the burrower, the maw. So I should say. Well, that helped, but that was brilliant. Okay, it says that you aim it in the direction that your mouse cursor is facing, and then just proceed to launch him directly upwards. I mean, you could see my mouse cursor wasn't aiming in that direction, couldn't you? That time it was. There we go. So maybe it's a compromise? I do like that little shark that comes up and eats them. Very hard to see downwards leading paths as well. Or out of the screen leading paths. Breath of Hermes, sounds good to me. Strikes nearby foes. Yep. Hopefully that will actually help us get through the maw. Now we're going up again. I've played a fair few platforming games, and I've got to say, of the platforming games I've played recently, this isn't wowing me. And I paid for this, so... Oh dear, killed by that thing because I'm crap. Well, another go. I'm going to at least drag this video out to an hour. I say drag it out. I'm going to at least try to kill them all. But if we hit an hour, I'm going to have to stop. It's one of those things where if you're not enjoying a game, you shouldn't force yourself to keep playing it. Because you're neither going to be enjoying yourself nor doing justice to the game. I'm sure there are people who have got their controls customized just right, but that ain't me. Not right now. Just, oh, there we go. Wow, did we smash a pot with a guy? Wow, max mana, the thing I use least because the starting spells are rubbish. If he'd faced the right direction automatically there, that could have been helpful. I'm getting the feeling that the only real way to play this game is with a pad. Which is like, I mean, I get, okay, that's sometimes fair. I wish there was a warning or something. I mean, Super Meat Boy, for example, beginning of the game, massive warning, if you don't play this game with a pad, you're gonna get wrecked. Which, you know, is fair enough, and I have literally zero influence. Okay, whatever. Let's go find whatever boss is available, probably Grunty again. Music, cycling, and spring, because it is, the first zone is already starting to get on my nerves. And let's face it, we're not going to get less of it from this point. Creates a nice atmosphere, but it's just do. It's like a 10-second sample looping. Then there is that background tune that's going on, but it's so quiet it barely is noticeable. Oh, see, the key is to knock him down before he switches out to mages. Fair enough. Don't I already? No, I had that last time. Well, we'll do it again. I love that little shark guy. On to the next one. The map does remind me of a huge amount of the Binding of Isaac's floor layout. I do enjoy that game a lot. But this one, it needs tweaking. It needs your character to automatically face the direction that your cursor is in, because I didn't move it for no reason. Well, never mind. Apparently my iframes weren't any use there. I think that's going to call it for this time, and I'm probably never going to play this game again. Right, thanks ever so much for watching. I'm sorry if you didn't enjoy this video. I hope you did. Let me know what you thought in the comments, or by tweeting @IatZine, and I hope to see you some other time on my channel, even if this one wasn't a great video. Right, thanks very much. See you next time.